Welcome back to QRepubliC. Today is September 2nd, 2021, Thursday. PSEI tumbles on last-minute selling. Local stocks took back its gains the previous day as investors' sentiment, still reeling from virus jitters, was further weighed down by weak manufacturing data. The PSEI gave up its gains from the day before on massive last-minute selling pressure. The large contraction in factory output, according to the Philippines Purchasing Managers Index, may have been a factor for lightening positions, according to AAA Equities. IHS market data showed factory activity in Asia lost momentum in August due to a resurgence in coronavirus cases, with China, the region's biggest trading partner, lagging a contraction for the first time since April last year. For our local headlines today, Duterte's new pandemic strategy gets nod from Moody's unit. These are ramping up inoculations and relaxing mobility restrictions for those who are vaccinated, but upside potential can be seen on 2022 as the policy will begin October 2021, according to Moody. PLDT to double domestic network capacity by year-end. Existing total capacity is 55 terabits per second, and the plan is to make it up to 92 terabits per second by year-end, and this is to ensure seamless delivery of more data-driven services. Globe Inc.'s 13 billion peso loan. This loan was approved by BPI and Metrobank to finance the Globe's capital expenditures, particularly to expand its 5G coverage. After Delta and Lambda comes Mu. WHO said that Mu indicate a risk of resistance to vaccines and stressed that further studies were needed to better understand it. General population to get jobs in October. Vaccination for the general population, including vulnerable children with comorbidities, as government experts believe the country would already have enough supply of vaccines on October. DOH sets price cap for COVID-19 RT-PCR testing, and for public, the amount is 2,450 for cartridge-based and 2,800 for plate-based, while for private, 2,940 for cartridge-based and 3,360 for plate-based. So pretty much more or less 3,000 po ang ating magiging RT-PCR price. In other news, Europe set for lackluster open as markets gear up for US jobs data. London, Germany, and France are being seen to go on flat as investors gear up for the next reading of US non-farm payrolls, which is due Friday. According to Dow Jones estimate, there will be 720,000 new jobs that will be added, and unemployment rate will fall to 5.2%, and this could influence when the US Federal Reserve begins to taper its asset purchase program and the policy direction of central banks in Europe. Meanwhile, in Asia Pacific markets overnight, shares were mixed as investors reacted to trade data and corporate news from the region. Australia, whom recorded a trade surplus of 12.17 billion Australian dollars. And in COVID vaccine developments, Moderna and Takeda Pharmaceutical announced Wednesday they are working with Japanese authorities to recall several batches after stainless steel contaminants were discovered in some vials. For our international headlines, stock futures are struggling for direction as September gets off to a slow start. Unvaccinated players for Knicks, Nets, and Warriors would have to miss home games under local rules. COVID vaccines remain stunningly effective even as Delta concerns grow. People with more than 10,000 Twitter followers can now earn money from tweeting. Emergency declared in New York City as Hurricane Ida batters floods region, and WHO presses world leaders to hold off on COVID vaccine booster shots through September. For our PSEI today, we close at 6,834.66 and currently a mix of weakness and strength yung ating ma-observe. Weak siya when it comes to the candlestick that we are forming, and meron siyang strength in terms of consolidation near our upper border ng ating uptrend channel and not going below the 6,780 area. Kanina sa news natin, yung ating credit watcher na Moody appreciated the new plan of our government, which is focusing on our inoculation program, which is, by the way, they are targeting to vaccinate the general population, including children with comorbidities this coming last week of October, kasi by that time our experts believe that meron na tayong sapat na vaccine. Plus, yung nagustuhan pa ng Moody is yung pagluluwag ng restriction sa mga vaccinated na. So we can expect na mas magkakaroon ng privileges na makalabas yung mga vaccinated na po. So with this news, we are still on our way in reaching the 7,000 level sa ating PSEI by the end of the year. So if nakapuhunan naman na tayo sa key support ng binabandayan nating stocks, more on hold yung pwede nating maging options, or we can also secure some gains which we can use on every pullback that our monitored stocks may have. So kumbaga parang secure lang muna natin yung gain, then kapag nag-pullback ulit sa ating key support, bili ulit tayo para mas lumaki yung ating maging gain. So let us continue to monitor our market, be wiser than we are yesterday, and continue to invest for our future. For ACE Energy, in-update po natin yung ating support and resistance for better guidance. If pagbabasehan po natin yung ating candlestick na ginawa today, it will give us a weak sign as we form an inverted hammer, or in this instance is a shooting star as we are on the uptrend. Hence, a bearish move can be speculated. Pero our volume and net foreign support remains up. So we still have a good support from the market. Pero syempre, we have to be on the safe side. For now, iwasan po muna natin bumili ng shares at 9.90 area due to the type of candlestick that we have today. For the holders na may average 9 peso flat pababa, safe naman kayo. So hold can still be an option. Pero yung may mga average na nasa in between ng 9 peso to 9.90, you have an option to sell some of your shares to take profit. Then you may use that funds to average down in case man we go below at 9.90 area. For now, be on the side muna kay AC Energy and observe if we can confirm the 9.90 area, as there is a chance that we might copy the pattern last August 9, which is actually nag-head down pa tayo. For PLDT, nasabi nga natin kahapon na very bullish ang ating dating, and that is the answer of our market on a doji candlestick that we created last August 31st. Today, we created another bullish candlestick with an above average volume. Hence, maganda pa rin yung support ng ating market. And one of the factors kung bakit meron tayong magandang paggalaw kay PLDT currently is because they are improving their domestic network capacity, which is nasa news din po natin kanina. So now we have a confirmation that our new key support will be at 1,466 area, and very good performance din po ito for PLDT kasi nasa record high tayo, as the last time we made this high was last 2018. So sa may mga average po na 1,466 and below, continue to hold. And sa mga papasok pa lang kay PLDT, more on test buy lang muna until we are comfortable enough sa paggalaw ni PLDT. For Globe, we have learned sa ating news kanina that they have raised funds to improve their 5G coverage. On its technicals, we can see na hirap pa rin po talaga yung market paakitin yung kanyang price as we form a doji candlestick today similar to a shooting star candlestick which signifies a bearish move. We are still on correction phase as of the moment and currently sustaining naman itong ating support at 2,661 area. On this instance, it's time to secure profit if you haven't done yet as we are seeing a possibility of retesting the 2,661 area in which a good area then to entry in case man po we are planning or papasok pa lang tayo dito kay Globe to invest. For BSC, it has regained its momentum after po niya mag-dip sa ating uptrend channel noong August 31st. Plus, meron din tayong above average volume today. Hence, maganda po yung support ng ating market kay BSC. We are now seeing a possibility of breaking its resistance at 0.62 area or dito po sa ating moving average 50. So, meron tayong possibility na i-breakout yan because of our good move currently. So, more on hold po tayo sa kanya and pwede din tayong bumili ng shares as we can see a possible good momentum. And moreover, kapag gumawa pa tayo ng panibagong bullish candlestick bukas. So, ayan po yung aabangan natin for BSC. For fruit, we lost our momentum as we got rejected dito sa ating moving average 50 or at 1.30 area kasi currently lower highs yung ating nakikita so meron po tayong weak momentum na na-observe. As of the moment, meron tayong sideways move from 1.17 to 1.29 and checking our previous performance, meron naman po tayong strong support at 1.17 area. So, yan po yung pinakamagandang price to entry or average down dito kay fruit just in case. For Aboitiz power, we are currently on a record high as the last time that we touched this area was back in June 2020. Currently, very bullish yung galaw natin candlestick wise and momentum wise as we are trading above the moving averages with an above average volume. Hence, maganda po yung support ng ating market. Nasa middle tayo ng ating support and resistance as of the moment. So, more on test buy muna tayo if papasok pa lang tayo sa kanya. But if our average is 27.90 below, you may hold your shares and continue to observe Aboitiz power. For CLI, we can see today that we still have a strong resistance at 3.30 area since we made a bearish candlestick with above average volume. So meron po tayong selling pressure na pwedeng ma-observe. Uptrend channel is still intact so pwede pa rin natin siyang maging guide. Pero we have to look at the lower bottom for target entry kasi there's a possibility that we are going on another dip since nagde-decline tayo dito sa ating resistance. So if we are looking for an entry price, 3.13 area sa may moving average 50 po natin. Pero yung better price po natin is dito pa sa may 3.02 area. Yan kasi yung ating key support. So we have to decide whether we are going to follow the uptrend channel or we are going to look for the key support. For pure gold, we have broke out our resistance at 41.60 area after ng ating fourth attempt. This time, with a bullish candlestick kasi kung makikita natin ng mga nakaraan, medyo may hinang candlestick yung nag-attempt na i-breakout itong ating 41.60 area. And also, currently, we are trading above moving averages. Hence, meron po tayong magandang support from the market. And since kaka-breakout pa lang natin, medyo malapit pa naman tayo sa ating key support at 41.60 area. So, pwede naman tayong mag-entry on its current range. Pero ang ideal pa rin sa pag-entry, syempre, always yung key support. We are looking for a possibility in reaching the 45.80 area. Pero malakas yung ating resistance dyan. So, yan muna yung ating target for TP. As of the moment, more on hold po yung pwede natin gawin kay Pure Gold. For Certec, we are still in weak momentum as we are trading below moving averages and low volume din po tayo as of the moment. Downtrend channel can still be observed, pero ang green flag naman natin is that we are maintaining itong ating key support at 4.30 area since month of August. Hence, meron po tayong strength na na-observe. With our current run, although we created a very bullish candlestick today after po netong ating doji or indecision kahapon, we are lacking of volume or support sa market to push our price up. Plus, we also did this move last August 3rd and August 19th. So, possible pa rin tayong bumaba ulit sa 4.30 area. Yan po yung magandang entry point natin. So, more on weakness pa rin po yung na-observe natin as of the moment. And other than that, more on test buy lang muna yung pwede natin gawin to be on the safe side. For Ayala Land Logistics, malakas yung selling pressure natin ngayong araw as we form a shooting star type of candlestick and a very high volume. So meron po tayong selling pressure na na-observe. Sa kabila po yan, na magandang support natin today from our foreign investors. So around 26 million pesos yung pumasok dito sa ating net foreign indicator. Chart-wise, bearish ang dating natin but we have a good support at 4.60 area. So sa may mga average na 4.60 pababa, you still have an option to hold, or in the other perspective naman, you may sell some of your shares to secure some profits then repurchase on a low area. Kasi there's a possibility in retesting again itong ating 4.60 area with the bearish move that we made today. And then, in the coming trading days, babantayan naman natin itong ating key support at 4.60 na wag ma-breakdown. Kasi although key support natin yan, pag malakas talaga yung selling pressure, babalik ulit tayo sa sideways move natin that has a low of 3.80. So, yan po yung ating aabangan or babantayan. For Merrimart, bullish pa rin ang ating galaw today. Plus high volume, plus almost 1 million peso support from our foreigners dito po sa ating net foreign indicator. So hence, maganda po yung ating support from the market as a whole. Uptrend channel is still intact and still good to use as our guide. As of the moment, we are heading towards dito po sa ating 4.20 area. And kapag nagpatuloy pa po yung ating momentum, possible natin ma-breakout yan by next week. So yan po yung ating aabangan. So continue to hold them po kay Merrimart sa ating mga holders and we can buy shares. Especially if nakapag-accumulate naman tayo on its low price. Pero sa mga mag-e-entry pa lang, more on test buy is always a good strategy as we are in the middle of our range.
And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepublic.